أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدم الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل Muhammad. Right, last week, the week before, we went over lesson number 1. So we went through examples of, let me share the screen. So we practice the usage of inna. Okay, what is this happening? So we're practicing the usage of inna last week itself, or the following week before. And today I'm going to move on to lesson number 2. So we practiced, where's it gone? Let me show you the points to remember. So this is what we did practice. So we spoke about inna, when inna comes. And also the other thing you need to remember, inna can join with pronouns. So these pronouns, innahu, inna plus hiya, innaha, innaka, innaki, innani, surely I, inni, surely I, innahum, surely them, innahunna, surely they, inna and antum becomes innakum, surely you, inna and antunna, innakunna, and innana. So whenever these pronouns are attached with inna, they themselves will become the ism of inna, and then whatever comes after it will become the khabar of inna itself. And that it was something which then we did some examples from the Quran as well. Now we have done the exercises before, so I don't want to take more time on the exercises. So we did this, that first of all you have a sentence al-kit. So this page here, al-kit. So when inna comes, so a normal sentence containing mubtada and khabar, subject and predicate, al-kitabu sahlun, when inna is inserted, the first noun, which was the mubtada, changes to mansub. It gets a fatha. So innal kitaba becomes the ism of inna, and sahlun is the khabar of inna. Exactly. So this is the action of inna, what it does. So inna is a particle which enters a nominal sentence, a sentence which contains mubtada and khabar. Inna does not enter a verbal sentence. For example, if you had a sentence starting yadribu Muhammadun Zaidan, Muhammad is hitting Zaid. So inna will never come in front of or before a noun. It only comes before a verb. Sorry, it comes before a noun, not before a verb. Okay, it comes before a noun, not before in front of a verb itself. So this is what we covered the week before. And also the other point to remember, inna itself, it has a family. It has some brothers and sisters as well. And some of the brothers and sisters of inna is la'alla. So when Allah comes, Sister Zohra Redji, can you come on the mic?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Number 2.
Number 2.
Yep.
La'alla. This is also a particle like inna. It is called one of the sisters of inna. Grammatically, it acts like inna. It signifies hope or fear.
Correct.
Example, al-jawu jamilun. the weather is fine. لعل الجو جميل. I hope the weather is fine.
Yeah. So normally la'alla comes in the meaning of hope. And the next one, al-mudarrisu.
المدرس مريض. The teacher is sick. لعل المدرس مريض. I'm afraid the teacher is sick.
I'm afraid the teacher. So it comes in the meaning of hope, and I'm afraid the teacher is sick. Correct.
Would that also work for perhaps or no?
Yes. Yes. It comes perhaps as well.
Should I continue?
Yes. And then the other word, dhu. Now the word dhu comes in the meaning of possession. So dhu can come in the meaning of sahib. Sahib. Saad. Alif. Ha. Ba. Sahib means a person who owns something. So dhu comes in that meaning. So always dhu itself comes mudaf ilay. So dhu is the masculine and dhatu is the female. So if you could go through these examples. Zuhra Baji, can you go for the example?
This word meaning having or possessing, example, zu malin, possessing wealth, wealthy. Khuluqin, zu khuluqin, possessing manners, that is well-mannered. Zu ilmin, possessing knowledge, that is learned.
Continue. It's always.
It is always mudaf, and the following word is mudaf ilay, and therefore it is majroor. The feminine of zu is zatun.
Correct.
Zatu, example. Bilalun zu ilmin wa ukhtuhu zatu khuluqin. Bilal is learned and his sister is well-mannered.
So this is that you have dhu and that, and then the plural of dhu is dhawu. The plural of dhu is dhawu, and the plural of dhatu is dhawatu. So they're not used that often. The most popular ones which are used is dhu and dhatu. These are the ones which are occasionally used in the Quran.
So is that like Zulkarnain?
Dhul-Qarnayn, yes. Yes, and the Dhul-Qarnayn is a name of individual, but in the Quran, Dhawul Ilm.
Oh.
Dhawul Ilm is used in the Quran, where it means the possessor of knowledge. Sister Siddiqa Saria, yes. Assalamu alaikum.
But sir, the zoo means two, ne?
No.
Zulkarnain.
No, Dhul-Qarnayn is a name. It's not coming in the meaning of possession there. It's coming as a name, Dhul-Qarnayn.
Okay.
Okay?
Karnain means two, ne?
No. Dhul-Qarnayn is coming as a name itself. But the word Dhul in the Quran, what I'll do, I'll send you after the class, I'll send you ayat of the Quran where Dhul is used. Because there are several ayats which are coming with Dhul itself. Sister Sadiqa.
Yeah, you know when you have mudaf and mudaf alay,
Yep.
does the mudaf alay always come after mudaf?
Yes, the mudaf is the first part of the word, and mudaf ilay is always the second part. You cannot have the mudaf ilay before the mudaf. Correct.
But you know, dhu means possessing.
Yep.
So,
Possessing of what? He is possessing of the knowledge. So the person itself is possessing the knowledge. So yes, I know what you're saying, but dhu itself always comes at the beginning of mudaf, and ilm, possessing of knowledge.
okay, yeah, all right.
What? Possessing of knowledge, possessing of akhlaq. So there's a relationship of between the two, which is not translated in the English language. We say possessing knowledge.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? I know good point you've tried to highlight. It was good.
Explain what is Zatul Mi'ad, please.
Sorry, doctor.
Zatul Mi'ad.
So
The word
I can't hear you, doctor.
Mi'ad.
I can't hear you properly.
What is Zatul Mi'ad meaning?
Dhatul mi'ad. So that means here possession. Mi'ad comes from the word mu'id.
No?
Maw'id, mi'ad. So Dhatul mi'ad, possessing of the appointment itself. So Maw'id, mi'ad, or the tool itself, mi'ad, coming in that meaning itself.
What about in Surah Rahman? Zawata Afnan. Is that?
Yes, yeah, Dhawata, Afnan. It's of that. These are examples of these words which are used. What we need to do, what I'll do as well after the class, as I said, I'll send you different ayats of the Quran where dhu and that has been used for you, so that you can understand how this is being used in the Quran. The reason why they brought this in is because dhu is used in the Quran itself. So this is used, and the plural is dhawu, and dhawatu is the plural. So I can bring you several different ayats now, but because I haven't got them all saved on one file, it's going to take the time of the class. So that's the reason why I'm not doing it now. So I'll send it after the class. So if you have any class questions, message in the group, and then we can go through them as well. Okay? Yes, just not there.
Okay, you know what? Like it says that Bilal, where is it? Is Tullabu is yeah, okay.
Yep.
It says that Bilal
Dhul ilmin.
yeah.
Yep.
So what is because of obviously Dhul ilmi, yeah.
Yep.
What is the translation of Bilalun ilm?
Okay.
Is it
Bilal. Okay, correct. Okay, if you said Bilalun ilmun, Bilalun ilmun, it has no meaning at all. Bilal is ilm, it means knowledge, makes no meaning. But when you say Bilalun dhu ilmin, so the word dhu comes in meaning of possession. Bilal is the person who is possessing knowledge.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so what's happening here? Bilal is mubtada, dhu is mudaf, ilmin is mudaf ilay. Mudaf and mudaf ilay is coming as the khabar for Bilal. Bilal is learned.
Okay.
Mudaf mudaf ilay mubtada. His sister Dhatu Hulukin is well mannered. So whenever is comes, it differentiates, it breaks the sentence in subject and predicate itself.
Okay, so is this Bilal is learned subject and predicate?
Yes, it is. That's what I said. Mubtada khabar.
Okay.
And over here now, when we said dhu and dhawu, that is singular for masculine, feminine, dhawatu is plural. So when we say hadha talibu and hadha talibatu, do you remember in book 1, we did that whenever hadha comes,
Yeah.
The noun after it, if it comes with a definite article, it will be treated as badal. Badal means substitute. That this word at-talibu can substitute by hadha, and at-talibu can substitute hadha. They're referring to the same thing itself. And hadha talibu, both of them together is a composition together. It's a composition together. So normally, remember in lesson 1, in book 1, we did a hadha talibun. This is a student. Now, because of the alif lam with at-talibu and at-talibatu, this now, when we will translate without putting is between hadha and at-talibu. We will say this student. Hadhi talibatu, this female student. What about this female student? Dhu khulukin, dhatu khulukin is, so we will put is after the word at-talibu. So hadha talibu is one word together. We'll be translating this student, this female student is possessing good manners, and this male student is possessing or is well mannered. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we don't use hadha, will it do?
If we say, then if you say hadha talibun, this is a student. Hadha
Good
talibun.
man.
So then it would hadha talibun. Hadha will be the subject. Talibun will be the khabar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how it will be.
But we can't omit hadha.
No, you can't. You can't omit it.
Okay.
الطالب, the student. So if you omit هذا and هذه, الطالب by itself is sufficient because it's a proper noun in the first place. So it will be translated. Then the student is well mannered.
Yeah.
هذا itself is a proper noun by itself. It is able to start a sentence, and you can have هذا, or if you remove هذا and الطالب, it's fine as well. But when you have هذا الطالب, you will translate as this student.
Okay. Jazakallah.
What happened?
What's that? What do you mean? What happened? No, I was just checking something. And هذه الطالبة ذات خلق. And هؤلاء الطلاب ذو خلق. And هؤلاء الطالبات ذوات خلق. So these here, هؤلاء, which is the plural of هذه, هذا plural is هؤلاء. So both of these nouns, هذا and هذه is plural is these. These students are possessing, well, they are well mannered. هؤلاء الطالبات, these female students are well mannered. Is this clear so far?
Ji.
Okay, now one thing I need to mention here. Now these words here, though and though and dhatu, their i'rab, their harakat changes. Just remember this point. If they come as objects, or if they come after a preposition harf jar, the dhal and the waw itself will change. Just remember this point, because when I do the next phase, I will explain though and dhatu, their different position in a sentence. What will, in the case of raf, it gets a dhamma. In the case of nasb and jar, the waw will change to a ya. The waw will change to a
Yeah.
ya. I'll explain this in the next phase, that how the waw will change to a ya itself. Okay, so this at the moment I just need you to know dhu, dhawu, dhatu, and dhawatu. That's the only thing.
So it will become zui.
Z.
The.
Z.
Yeah.
To no dhamma.
No, no dhamma. No, the dhamma is removed. I'll send you this in the group.
Ji.
Send you in the group. Okay, what's that? What's the message? Yes, that's right. I'll send that in the group so that you have that. That's a vocabulary, and that's fine. Okay, we can start now. Right, I'm going to ask who was absent last week. Who's iPad 51?
Me, Batul Manji.
Okay, who is S? There's some. Okay, I'm going to ask Mr. Sadiqa Jafar.
Yeah, Maulana.
Sister Sadiqa, I would like you to go through the points to remember for lesson number 2.
In this lesson, we learn the following. Laysa, it means not. It is used as jumlatun ismiya. Example, al-baytu jadidun becomes laysa al-baytu bijadidin. The house is not new. Note that B is added to the khabar and it is therefore majroor. After the introduction of laysa, the mubtada is called ismu laysa and the khabar is called khabaru laysa. The feminine laysa or laysat is laysat. Example, Zainabu marizatun, laysat Zainabu bimarizatin. Zainab is not sick.
Correct. Excellent.
As-sayyaratu kadimatun laysat bis-sayyaratu bikadimatin. The car is not old. Note that in the second example, the sukun of laysat has changed to kasra because of the following al. Laysat as-sayyaratu laysatil sayyaratu.
Yeah, the sukun itself, whenever the laysat comes, the singular feminine, you change that to a kasra when the noun after it is the definite article, alif lam. So laysatis sayyaratu.
Okay, so when it becomes a definite
Yeah,
article.
yeah.
The forms of laysa with other pronouns are mentioned in exercise 3. In laysa, lastu bimuhandisin. The pronoun tu is the ismu laysa, and bimuhandisin is the khabaru laysa. We can also say anta lastu bimuhandisin. Here ana is mubtada, and the sentence lastu bimuhandisin is khabar. This sentence is made up of ismu laysa and khabaru laysa, as we have seen earlier. Note the following: lastu bimuhandisin, ana muhandisin. Okay. And lastu minal hindi, ana minal hindi.
Mhm.
We can also say lastu laysa. I can't read the bottom one.
Laysa al-baytu jadidan.
Laysa baytul jadidun. Here the khabar has no B and it is mansub. You will learn this later inshallah.
So laysa itself, let's go back. So in this case, laysa al-baytu jadidan. Laysa itself is one of the sisters of Kana. Laysa itself is the sister of Kana. What does Kana do when it comes in a sentence?
You have khabar kana and isam kana and khabar kana.
Correct. Correct.
And the isam
Is it
becomes
like just exactly like inna, right?
Opposite.
opposite, yeah. The isam kana becomes marfu.
Now, yeah, so Kana Zaidun Jamilun. So Kana Zaidun Jamilun. So when Kana comes, it does the opposite of Inna. So the ism of Inna is marfu and the khabar of Inna is mansub.
Mansub.
No, isam of inna is mansub.
Ism of Inna is marfu and the khabar is mansub. Is the opposite of
Marfu
Inna.
means two kasra, ne?
No, to dhamma. Marfu means dhamma. So so for example, if you say Zaidun qa'imun, you say kana Zaidun qa'iman. Same as this. Look at this here. Al-baytu. So this is not a good example. Let me give you another one. Let me show you kana. 1 second. Let me find which lesson. Just 1 second. Yeah.
Ask a question, please.
Go ahead, doctor.
You see, in Laysa, there's lam at the beginning. Is that the harf jar itself, lam?
Just one. Which one?
Laysa,
No,
Laysa.
Laysa is part of the word.
Beg your pardon?
It's part of the word.
It's a part, so it's not breaking with la.
Yeah, no. Laysa is part of it.
Ah, thank you, Hassan.
Okay. Let me just find. That's it. Found it here. Sorry for that. I'll send this again in the group. So here. This is. There you go. What's happened? I'm going to ask Sister Najma.
Yeah.
Can you read this, please, Sister Najma? So this is about Laysa. Laysa does the same action as Kana. So let's read.
Okay. Do you want me to, okay. All right.
Nope, that's not the one. This is the one. Af'alun naqisa. The Kana and its sisters are called Af'alun naqisa. Defective verbs. Go ahead.
Okay. Fi'lun naqisa, naqisun, incomplete, defective. Because even though it is fi'lul lazim, it needs two
Ma'mulains.
ma'mulain. The sentence remains incomplete with one ma'mul.
Okay, let me explain. Now, al-bayt. Now, let me explain this. Now, fi'l naqis means a defective verb. That's what it means. Incomplete, defective. Now, because even though it is fi'l lazim, it needs two ma'muls. Now, what this means, I'll explain. Now, the word al-baytu and al-baytu nadhifun. Ignore kana. Ignore kana. If we just said al-baytu nadhifun, al-baytu nadhifun, what does that mean?
The house is clean.
clean.
The house is clean.
The house is clean.
So when we say the house is clean,
Yeah.
what type of sentence is this? The house is clean.
It's a nominal sentence
It's a nominal sentence.
Yeah.
And how do you know it's a nominal sentence?
because the first part is al and the second part is called tanween and it's dhamma.
Excellent, mashallah, excellent. This is the key. So the mubtada and khabar, both nouns are in the state of marfu, in the nominative case, meaning that both of them, they take dhamma. Al-baytu and nadhifun. Al-baytu nadhifun. The house is clean. The house was, the al-baytu nadhif, the house is clean. So remember this point now. Whenever a noun comes as the subject, by default, any noun coming as a subject receives a dhamma. Al-baytu. And the second word, nadhifun. Where does it get its dhamma from? Dhamma tanween.
It's because it's the cover. That's what.
Exactly. Because of being the khabar for the mubtada, it gets a dhamma tanween. So what it means, meaning the mubtada and khabar, there are two elements of a sentence or two components of a sentence. Is that clear?
Mm.
So that when the noun comes in the beginning, it activates the dhamma on al-baytu. Nadhifun gets its dhamma tanween from the mubtada. They act in each other. Even though we don't see it, but the positioning itself gives them this honorable role of getting the dhamma tanweens. So that's why it means ma'mul. They're being acted into. So these two things, al-baytu nadhifun. So it's now trying to say, is it clear for you? So al-baytu is getting a dhamma because it's coming in the beginning of the sentence, and that is being acted by the mubtada. Being the mubtada, al-baytu is getting the dhamma. So the actor, so merisin ma'mulain, meaning that is being acted, is being, what is affecting the verb? It's the mubtada is affecting the verb, so it gets a dhamma. The khabar itself is giving nadhifun the dhamma tanween. So the khabar is the thing which is acting into the mubtada and the khabar and is giving the noun a dhamma tanween. That's what it means ma'mulain. Ma'mul means thing which has been acted. Ma'mulain means two things which have been affected.
It's not because of al is coming in
No.
front, just giving one zamma.
No. Not the, yeah, that is right. Al is changing the dhamma from dhamma tanween to a dhamma. That is correct. But the dhamma itself, regardless of being a dhamma tanween or a dhamma, the thing which is giving that position itself, it's being that beginning, a noun being in the beginning of the sentence, which is making it the subject. The subject has the power to give the noun which comes as a subject the dhamma or the dhamma tanween. Is that clear now?
Yes.
So when we say fi'l naqis is called naqis, incomplete. So because even though it is fi'l lazim, so fi'l lazim, what does fi'l lazim mean? Fi'l lazim, as we have done before, we have two types of nouns. We have fi'l muta'addi and fi'l lazim. Fi'l lazim is that verb which only requires a doer. It only requires a doer and it completes its meaning. For example, if I said, I am happy. I am happy. It doesn't require an object, correct?
Yes.
Because it's a change of position and state. I have become happy. Or for example, if I said, I hit and I remain quiet, you will say it's an incomplete sentence. Correct? But if I say I hit him, is it a complete sentence now?
Yes.
So the way of knowing fi'l lazim, a transitive and an intransitive verb, if you put the word him after it, if it completes the meaning with him as a complete meaning, then you know it is a fi'l muta'addi. And if it does not make sense, it's fi'l lazim. Now kana itself is fi'l naqis. It's an incomplete verb. There are two reasons. I'm not going to do the reasons, but just remember, kana it's actually a verb, but it acts but it's not acting like a fi'l lazim, but it acts in a different manner. It acts in a mubtada and khabar. So it says fi'l naqis is called naqis incomplete because even though it is fi'l lazim, it requires
Object.
it needs two ma'muls.
Okay.
What's two ma'muls? Like this one here. When we said al-baytu nadhifun, these are two ma'muls, two things which it acts into. So when kana will come, what happens? The sentence remains incomplete with one ma'mul. If I said kana al-baytu, if I just had al-baytu after kana, which is the mubtada, the house was. Is it a complete sentence?
No.
When we say the kana al-baytu nadhifan, the house was clean, is it a complete sentence now?
Yes.
So this is what it's trying to say, that kana itself, it requires two ma'muls, meaning it requires a mubtada and khabar. And when the mubtada and khabar comes, then the mubtada will be called the ism of kana, nadhifan will call the khabar of kana. And what is the changes of the harakat of the verbs?
Fathatain.
The ism is in marfu and the khabar is in the mansub.
Exactly. Is that clear for everyone now? Is this clear or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is mansub to dhamma to fatha or to kasra?
It depends upon the sister Batul Manji if the noun is coming with alif lam or not. If the noun does not come with alif lam, then it takes a dhamma tanween. Dhamma or dhamma is marfu.
But what about mansub?
Mansub can be either fatha or fatha tanween, depending upon if it's definite or indefinite.
And what about kasra tanween?
Kasra tanween can be kasra or kasra tanween.
And then also it is mansub, huh?
No,
Majroor.
Majroor. Majroor.
Majroor.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Because we don't know Urdu also, it becomes very
No,
difficult.
no, this is Arabic. This is not use Urdu at all.
Is it?
Yeah. So then the other point you need to remember, can you see here now? Kana al-baytu nadhifan, and number 13, this one here. Al-khadimu qawiyun.
Where?
This one here, right at the bottom. Al-khadimu qawiyun. The merchant, the servant is strong.
Not strong.
The servant, yeah, if Laysa wasn't there, it'd be Al-Khadimu Qawiyan. The servant is strong. But because Laysa is coming, is becoming what? Laysa Al-Khadimu
Yan.
Qawiyan.
Kawiyan. Okay.
Yes. Is that clear now?
G.
Is this clear? So Kana and Laysa are from the same brothers and sisters. So it says Sukaina K. We can say it is an adjective. What is an adjective? Says Sukaina Khalfan.
I was looking at Nazifun at that point.
Okay.
Nazif, because it's al-bayt, it's explaining more about the noun. You can also say that's why it comes as at that point when you were discussing it without the kana, it would have it would be in the state of marfu, dhamma tanween, dhammatain, because of the bayt being the subject. Yeah, so it affects the noun and they come in the same. That's what we learned in book 1. They come in the same states.
Correct.
Like marfu, and of course because it having no al, then it would be a dhamma tanween by default itself.
Correct. And if there's a dhamma added to the word nadhif, so if we say kan al baytu an-nadhif, so an-nadhif then will no longer become the khabar of kana. It will become an adjective for the house. So then it will be kan al baytu an-nadhifu. Then the translation will be the new house was.
So that means the
Nazifan,
the
I would
Nazifan
take
should
it
have
as
the
One at a time. Sister Zuhra, go ahead.
So if it was an adjective, then even the Nazifan would have the al with it, the definite article.
Yes, if it's going to be an adjective, if you want to change the khabar to an adjective for al-bayt, then as you know in book 1 we did, and in book 2 as well, that the adjective follows the noun which is describing. So al-baytu is with alif lam, then an-nadhifu will come with alif lam. Al-baytu is coming with dhamma, an-nadhifu will come with a dhamma.
Okay.
So then it will become an incomplete sentence. Then you need another noun to come after it to make the sentence complete. So then we could, for example, can say Kana al-baytu an-nadhifu jamilun. Jamilun.
So
Jamilun is not coming with alif lam, it's coming nakira, and always the khabar is nakira. Then the khabar cannot become with alif lam, because if it comes with alif lam, then it will not be a khabar, but it will be an adjective for the subject, for the mubtada itself.
So anything after was will be the khabar, like everything after is the khabar.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Is that clear?
So let me ask you something. Now that if we have changed this, let's say, to what you are saying currently as an-nazifu, so it being the adjective of the house, I'll say the clean house, isn't it?
Correct. The clean house.
With the adjective first.
Exactly.
The clean house was beautiful.
Exactly.
That is how I would word it, correct?
Absolutely right. So always the adjective in English is translated first, and then the noun which has been described.
Then, okay, fine.
Is that clear? Sister Sukaina, there's 2 Sukainas, yourself and all the other Sukaina as well. And Sister Zamina, is that clear for you as well? Is she here? Yes, Sister Sakina, is that clear for you?
Yeah, that's clear.
Sister Mukarrama Walji?
Yes, Sheikh, it is.
Sister Siddiqa, is that clear for you? And Sister Asaria, Sister Sharabanu, And for you as well. Good to see you.
Yes, thank you, Sheikh.
Okay, no problem. Let's continue. Right, let's go back. Is that book? Which one was book 3? Come on, where's it gone?
Yeah.
Okay, let's finish this off now. I'm going to ask Sister Sukaina Khalfan to finish off.
Yes.
So,
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum Salam, page number 22.
What do you want me to read? The Khabaru Laysa?
Yes.
Okay. If the Khabaru Laysa is a prepositional clause like min al Hindi, it does not take be, so does not say lastu bi min al Hindi. We have seen in books 1 and 2 that if the mubtada is indefinite and the khabar is a prepositional clause, the mubtada comes after the khabar. Example, is it laysa? Or what is it?
Yep.
Li ikhwatun. I have brothers. With laysa, the sentence becomes laysa li ikhwatun.
Correct. I have
no brothers here. Ikhwatun is ismu laysa and li is khabaru laysa. If inna is added to a sentence like li ikhwatun, it becomes inna li ikhwatun. Here inna li ikhwatan. Here ikhwatan is mansub because it is ismu inna and li is khabaru inna. Bilal ibn Hamidin. Bilal, son of Hamid. In a construction like this, the alif of ibnu is omitted in writing and the preceding word loses its tanween. So here the Bilal lost its tanween, right?
Correct.
And the alif was taken out from the ibn.
Correct.
Okay. Then this one is manil akhu, literally means who is the brother. It is a polite way of asking a stranger who he is.
Excellent. Right, so let's, because this is a short lesson, we can go through this. I'm going to ask yourself, Sister Sukaina Khalfan, and Sister Sharabano, who's admin? Is it admin, Sister Shabna?
It is me. Sorry, I'm not sure why it is showing that instead of my name.
Okay, Sister Bilqis and Sister Sukaina Khalfan, I want you to, Sister Sukaina Khalfan, you become Hashim, and Bilal will be Sister Bilqis. Go ahead. Go through the lesson.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So basically you're greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're greeting him, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kayfa haluka ya akhi? Manil akhu? Greetings back, and Kayfa haluka ya akhi? How are you doing, oh brother? Oh my brother? And who are you?
No. Hashim, أنا مدرس جديد بالجامعة جامعة اسمي Hashim. So I am a new teacher at this university and my name is Hashim. أنا من الولاية المتحدة.
Yep.
I am from I don't know.
United.
Yep.
United.
Tahida.
Yep. UK.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, so United Kingdom?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بك يا أخي. Welcome to you, oh my brother. أنا مسرور بلقائك. I'm pleased to see you. أنا زميلك. I am your colleague.
Correct.
اسمي بلال ibn Hamid. My name is Bilal ibn Hamid. I'm in Washington. أنت يا هشام. Oh Hisham, are you from Washington?
لا أنا لست لا I am not from Washington من Washington إني من I can't read this.
New York.
Oh, I am from New York. Yeah, that's
Okay.
better. Thank you so much.
Okay. A Muslimun Abuka ya Hishamo? Is your father a Muslim, O Hisham?
لا, no. هو, he, ليس, he is not a Muslim. No, he is not a Muslim.
Correct.
But Ummuka a Muslimatun here? And your mother, is she a Muslim?
لا, here, no. She, ليست, is not a Muslimatin, is not a Muslim.
لك أبناء يا Hishamo? Do you have sons, O Hisham?
نعم لي ستة أبناء. I have 6 sons.
Okay. الطلاب هم? Are they students?
لا, no. هم ليسوا, they are بالطلاب students. No, they're not students, right? Yeah. إن certainly بعضهم تجار وبعضهم مهندس. So some of them are actually businessmen and some of them are engineers.
لك بنات. Do you have daughters?
نعم لي 5 بنات. I have 5 daughters. Yes, I have 5 daughters.
Okay. I think there are a few more dialogues on the next page. Okay. متزوجات هن? Are they married?
لا, no. هن ليس
متزوجات.
وبجات.
Yep.
إنهن صغار وبعضهم في المدرسة الابتدائية. So no, they are not married. Some of them are young and some of them are in what school is this? Ibtidaiyati, high school?
Primary.
Oh, primary. I see.
And the متوسطة is middle school.
Oh, sorry. وبعضهن, and some of them are in مدرسة المتوسطة. That means middle school, right?
Correct. Correct.
What is high school? Sanawiyati.
Secondary school, yeah. ثانوية.
Okay.
لك إخوة. Do you have brothers?
لا, ليس لي إخوة. إن لي 3 أخوات. No, I don't have brothers, but surely I have, indeed I have, or certainly I have, what do you call it, sisters.
3 sisters.
Oh, sorry, 3 sisters. Thank you.
مسلمات هن? Are they Muslims?
نعم هن مسلمات. Yes, the female sisters are Muslims. Walhamdulillah, and praise be to God.
Excellent. So this is the lesson itself. And the other thing I need to just mention is this. This is important. So I need
Sheikh, I have a question, please.
yeah.
I don't understand where you have to use the B before the laysa and where they don't use the B.
The bay itself is only going to be used. The easiest way remembering that this book is teaching that the khabar is going to come. So Hamidun, so look at the sentence. This is going to go through that. That's the reason why I'm going through this. Hamidun talibun. Hamid is a student. If you say Hamid is not a student, you add the ba with the khabar itself. So instead of talibun, it becomes bitalibin. So Hamidun laysa bitalibin. So the word at-tullabu sigharun, the students are young. At-tullabu, so because it's plural, you change it, the actual laysu to plural. So at-tullabu laysu bisigharin. The students, they are not small. Is that clear now, Sister Zohra?
Yeah.
Yes?
Sorry,
Yes.
why can't we say Laysa Hamidun bitulaban? No, not be tulaban.
Hamid, so Hamidun laysa, so laysa Hamidun taliban. You can't do it that way, but in this book, they're doing it with the harf jar itself. Why they're doing it, it's the way this book is actually structured. It's fine. So just add the laysa ba to the actual the khabar of laysa itself.
Okay.
It becomes majrur. That's it. So
Okay.
I'm going to ask Sister Sakina, are you there? The other Sister Sakina.
Yeah, I'm here.
Bismillah, go through them. Go through them. Hamid talibun and Hamidun laysa bitalibin. Bismillah.
Can I just ask a question, Sheikh?
Go ahead.
You know when you have like Hamid and Laysa, can
Yep.
we not have Laysa come first before Hamidun?
You can do it that way as well. Laysa Hamidun bitalibin. Yes, you can do that way as well.
Okay, so we can have both ways.
Yes, you can.
Okay. And one other question. You know we have Inna is certainly.
Yep.
So Inna is the opposite of Laysa. So
Correct.
if we have Inna and Laysa come together, so certainly Hamid is not a student, for example. With the khabar, because
Good. I got the question. So what will happen normally inna laysat, normally they won't come together itself.
okay,
However, if there's a scenario where they do come, laysat itself, because it's coming after inna, laysa will do the action in the sentence, not inna itself.
okay, so whatever's closest to
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
khabar would take precedence.
Yes,
Not
that's right.
Inna. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Continue.
So Hamidun talibun, Hamid is a student. Hamidun laysa bi talibin, Hamid is not a student. At-tullabu sigarun, the students are small. At-tullabu laysu bi sigarin, the students are not small. Aminatu tabibatun, Amina is a doctor. Aminatu laysat bitabibatin, Amina is not a doctor. Al-fatayatu mutazawwijatun, so the young girls are married.
Yep.
Al-fatayatu lasna bimutazawwijatin,
Correct.
the young girls are not married. Anta kabirun, you are big. Anta lasta bikabirin, you are not big. Antum jududun, you all are new. Antum lastum bijududin, you all are not new. Anti faqiratun, you are poor. Anti lasti bifaqiratin, you are not poor. Antunna mujtahidatun, you all are hardworking. Antunna lastunna bimujtahidatin, you all are not hardworking. Ana mudarrisun, I am a teacher. Ana lastu bimudarrisin, I am not a teacher. Nahnu tullabun, we are students. Nahnu lasna bitullabin, we are not students.
Excellent. Now I'm going to ask Dr. Rahim, are you there? Dr. Rahim, are you there?
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, doctor. Now, what I would like you to do here, instead of here, in these sentences, al-babu mughlaqun, where it says the door is closed, I want you to put laysa in the beginning of the sentence and make the ism marfu and the khabar of laysa mansub without adding bi mughlaqin. So can you do 1, 2, and 3, doctor? So put laysa in the beginning of the sentence, then al-bab, and then mughlaq, change the harakat according to what it should be, as we did over here, that laysa makes the ism of laysa, the ism of laysa is marfu, and the khabar of laysa is mansub. Go ahead, doctor. Doctor?
Alhamdulillah. Al-babu mughlaqun laysa al-baba mughlaqan.
No, laysa al-babu mughlaqan.
And al-ma'u baridun laysa al-ma'a baridun.
No, doctor, other way around. You do the action of inna. It should be al-laysa al-babu. Yeah, the ism of laysa is marfu, and the khabar of laysa is mansub. Laysa al-babu mughlaqan.
Laysa al-babu mughlaqan. Laysa al-ma'u baridan.
Correct.
Laysa hashimun maridan. Laysa bi na'iman. Laysa darsa saban. ليس المسجد قريبا ليس الطفل
Joanna, correct. Ahsantum. MashaAllah, you did all of them correct except for one, which was this one. Laysal, I think it was this way. Laysal ma'u baridan. Laysal darsu saban.
Saban, yes.
So this is the no. If you don't add the bar, then this is the harakat. The ism of inna, ism of Sister Sharabana.
Yes.
No. I want you to do this exercise again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7. It will be Sister Huma. Go ahead.
Okay. So al-babu mughlaqun becomes laysal babu mughlaqan. Mughlaqan.
Correct.
Okay, and then the next one, al-ma'u baridun will become laysal ma'u baridan.
Correct.
And then the next one will become laysa hishamun marizan.
Is that clear for you now?
Yes, thank you.
Sister Huma, are you there?
Yes, Sheikh.
Bismillah.
Abi Naiman.
Yep.
Abi Lasa. Abi Naiman.
Correct. Laysa abi na'iman.
Adarso sabun. Lasa adarso saban.
Correct.
Al masjidu qaribun. Lasa al masjidu qariban.
Correct.
At-tiflu jawano. Lasa at-tiflu jawana.
Joanna, because it's a diptone noun, it doesn't take the two tanweens itself. Correct. Thank you. I'm going to ask everyone, there's 14 of us, from the top of the group to the bottom, I want everyone to add laysa with this and we'll end the lesson here. So I'm going to ask, first of all, Sister Bilqis to start off. So huwa tajirun.
Okay, as-sayyaratu jamilatun, so it will become laysa as-sayyaratu jamilatan.
Now the word laysa, as-sayyaratu, can you see the ism? It's
okay, so shall I put here laysat as-sayyaratu jamilatan?
So make it feminine. So say
laysat as-sayyaratu jamilatan.
Jamilatan, correct. Next one.
Okay, ana ghaniyun. So it will become lasna
No,
ghani.
yeah, so in this one here, ana ghaniyun. So ana first, ana lastu
Lastu
ghaniyan.
ghaniyan. Yeah, lastu ghaniyan.
Then number
Anta.
3.
Okay, anta faqirun. So it will become lasta.
Yeah, so add anta first, then put lasta in the middle.
Okay, anta lasta faqiran.
Anta lasta
Faqiran.
faqiran. Excellent.
Sheikh, sorry to
Yep.
interrupt, but do we have to put the B now because we are putting anta lasta B fakiran?
So I'm going to explain one thing. I'm going to explain one thing. In this lesson, it's said as well that whenever a preposition min comes, min al yabani. Now, min al yabani is jar and majroor. So jar and majroor can come as the khabar of laysa itself. There is no need to put biman. If you remember the points to remember, which is Sukaina Khalfan read, min al yabani. Because this is a preposition, there is no need to put a ba before the min. And the harakat itself for min al yabani bin mansub is hidden. So the harakat of it being mansub will not be physically visible. Okay, so whenever you see a preposition min al iraqi or fil fasuli, you just need to say laysu al mudarrisuna fil fasuli. Just make it into plural. Laysu or al mudarrisuna laysu fil fasuli.
Thank
Is that
you.
clear?
Yes, thank you so much.
Continue, Sister Najma. Can you do 4, 5, and 6?
Okay. Anta lasta faqiran.
Anta lasta faqiran, correct?
Faqiran. Here laysa.
Laysat, she's female.
هي ليست من
Iraqi.
Iraqi.
Number 5.
نحن لسنا أذكياء.
أذكياء.
What's that?
أذكياء. ذكي is intelligent, and أذكي is the plural.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Next person, Sister Mukarrama Walji. 6, 7, and 8.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Huwa adhabun. What is adhabun, Sheikh?
Bachelor. So remember this point. Whenever you have ana, anta, huwa, put laysa in the middle. Put laysa in the middle itself.
Huwa laysa adhaban.
Huwa laysa azaban, correct.
What is azabu?
Bachelor, not married.
Bachelor, okay. Al-mudarrisuna fil fusuli. Laysu al-mudarrisuna fil fusuli. The teachers are not in the classes.
Correct.
Anta zakiyatun. You are pure.
You are intelligent.
You are intelligent. Laysa.
Anti.
Anti laysatil.
No, lasti. Nini.
Anti lasti zakiyatan.
Anti lasti zakiyatan, correct.
You are not intelligent.
Correct.
Shall I continue?
9, 10, and 11. I'll bring.
I couldn't hear the last one at all. Could you repeat it, please?
So, antum. So, anti lasti zakiyatan. Anti lasti zakiyatan.
Okay. Anti lasti zakiyatan.
Yes, that's what you said already. That's correct. Sister Sadiqa Asaria. 9, 10, and 11.
Antum kibarun.
Translation. What's antum kibarun? You are?
You are big.
Yep.
Antum lastum
Excellent.
كبارا.
Excellent. أنتم لستم كبارا. 10.
الطالبات في المكتبة. The student is in the library. الطالبات لسنا في الكتابة.
Correct.
أنتن طالبات جدد. أنتن لستن طالبات طالبات.
So this is, okay, remember this one.
جدداً. No.
Okay, so it's slightly difficult. So here, طالبات is a sound. What type of sound? Feminine plural. Now the sound feminine plural, it has 3 states as every noun: raf, nasb, and jar. The talibatun, in the state of raf, it gets a dhamma tanween. And in the state of nasb and jar, instead of taking, when it's an object, it normally gets a fatha tanween, a noun, but this sound feminine plural, instead of a fatha tanween, it takes a kasra tanween in the genitive case, in the mansub and majroor case. So we will say antunna lastunna.
طالبات.
Excellent.
جدد.
Now judud is a standard noun, so it gets a fatha tanween.
جدداً.
Yes. So antunna talibatin jududan. The reason why, because jududan is a standard noun, it's not a sound feminine plural, it's coming as an adjective, and the harakat of judud is a standard. In the state of raf, it gets a dhamma. In the state of nasb, it gets a fatha. In the state of jar, it gets a kasra. Talibat is in the
word. What's happening? Could you
Sorry?
please repeat it? Or can you repeat number 11,
Yep,
please?
yep.
Because I can't hear the word.
Yep. So the word talibatun, it's a sound feminine plural, and this plural, when it's in the state of raf, it gets a dhamma tanween. For example, if we say the female students came, we will say ja'at talibatun. Ja'at talibatun. The female students came. If you say I saw one female student, I saw one female student, you'll say ra'aytu talibatan. Ra'aytu talibatan, with a fatha tanween as being the object. But if you're going to say the plural of I saw female students, instead of, because it's a sound feminine plural, in the state of the case of nasab, it takes a kasra tanween. So you say ra'aytu talibatin. Got it, doctor? So the kasra tanween is given to a noun when it should be in the mansub case with the sound feminine plurals. Yes, doctor? Okay, so we say antunna lastunna talibatin jududan. That's the answer to that question. Right? I'm not going to do any more. I'm going to send 3 things across to yourself. Dhu, and what else did I say? I'll send you some ayats from the Quran, and also I'll send ayats from the Quran of laysa as well being used in the Quran. So there are 2 things I'm going to send, and I'll send you some ayat if I find that mentioned in the Quran as well. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, Maulana.
Yes, Sheikh.
Okay. So inshallah, I'm going to do that for you. Give me an hour or 2. I've got 2 more classes to do, and inshallah after that I'll be free, inshallah. Okay? اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم. جزاك الله.
Please send a copy of all these things soon after.
Yes, I'll send that across. Yeah.
Recording, please.
Yep, I'll